Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the follow-up video for the question, can I find junk journal and assemblage or shadow box supplies at the Goodwill bins? So if you haven't seen that video, you'll go over there and watch that, and you'll see that I went to the store and picked out items that you could use for junk journaling or assemblage or shadow boxing, things like that. Also picked up other things along the way, of course, but the idea was, can I find everything I need at the Goodwill bins and then not pay too much for those things? Or most importantly, is that you get one-of-a-kind items. So I promised to do a haul and then talk about some of the items that we found. So I'm trying not to pick the camera up and walk around with it too much. So let's see if I can just scan the table, show you guys what I got. So here in this corner, those are usually like Melissa and Doug wooden puzzles or different kinds of toys that they have. I always pick those up, whether it be at the bins or Goodwill if they're priced good, garage sales, flea markets, wherever I see those, because they are perfect shadow boxes. Normally the puzzle pieces are gone, the game pieces are gone, and you are left with that box, and so those are awesome. Here, this is just a smaller version of those big shelves that we see just everywhere, but I think it's going to be the perfect little, I'm thinking Halloween maybe, shadow box. Here, sorry, I'm trying to point, it's just a little shelf. The little wooden desk and chair I think would make like a cute little setup if you had like a larger shadow box. So those are kind of the wooden, there's a little square easel here. And one of my favorites is the dollhouse panel. I'm sad that the dollhouse got destroyed somewhere, but I love it so much. So I can't wait to like put some molding on it or something like that and create a mixed media piece out of that. So these little houses here, I forget what they're called, but they're already ready to go. They're cut out. They have little chimneys on them. So that was a good find. They're really light wood, maybe like pine. So they didn't weigh a lot. I always have to think about that when I'm at the bins. Ours is $1.69 a pound. So, you know, little things here and there. But after a while, of course, like this one, it all added up. And again, I got things that were not just for junk journaling and that type. But I think when I pick things out, I do a pretty good job, unless it's just something that's one of a kind and I just have to have it. Then I still have to weigh the price, but I normally go through with it. So those right here are the wooden blocks that I showed in the video. They are perfect for when you want to lift something in your shadow box, or when you want to raise something from the back and you want to put something behind it and pull it forward. Those little blocks are perfect for that type of thing. And so those are kind of like balsa wood, I think. They were all very light. So I have like 3 bags of those blocks there. All of these littles are for shadow boxes. There's a little turtle on there. There's a little vintage Christmas ornament there. This one, I am really sad about that it doesn't have its head, because I mean, I don't know how old they are, but I think they're pretty old. But it'll make a good assemblage piece, and I'll put a different type of head on it. So that's what all of those are there. The little doll, she's made out of a clothespin. This is a bat. It was just, you know, I love Halloween, so had to have it. It looks like it's for pancakes or something. I'm probably not going to use it for that. But these I've been looking for, this type of cute glasses, because I have some eyes that I drew and I want to put them behind there and have a project out of that. And here's another little bat cookie cutter. These pieces right here, it's clock parts and just a little, I don't know, circuit board of some kind, and just a little metal plate. Those are good for assemblage and shadow boxing. This is just a bag of game pieces, but you can drill holes in those and you can hang them from your journals, or again, paint them. If you're making like maybe a book nook or something like that, you can use these for like your banisters on like your balconies and things like that. So this didn't weigh anything. They're all plastic, and so those are perfect for that type of thing. I'm sorry I'm going kind of fast. There's a lot, and I want to make the video too long. These are wonderful. They are also chess pieces, but they're wooden. So again, you could drill a tiny hole in the top, put the little eye hooks on there and hang them from something. Or again, they could be decorations in your book nooks or your shadow boxes, that type of thing. So I think that was a really good find. Also really light. I always pick up random kind of things. See where the camera is. This is just a little plastic 9. And this, of course, is a door hinge. But when you put it in assemblage or a shadow box, you can make so many different things out of it. Let's see. Try not to be too dizzy, and I'll scoot in here a little bit. There's always something that I rescue. And it was this little puppy this time. I don't know that he's worth anything, but I have a little black rabbit that I also rescued there. They're adorable. So that was my rescue for this week. So these are just little spoons that I thought would be cute for the grandkids for desserts. This was the little, it's like a magic 8-ball, but it has a little emoji face on it. And I asked if it was a good day at the Goodwill bins, and it said it looks like it or something like that. So I got that as well. Christmas story cards, just because, you know, that's an icon from my day and age. So, and some Uno cards, and if they're not all there, then I'll just use them in junk journals. Here's just some more little bits. They're just dice. I don't know if you can see them. And Monopoly houses, things like that. But again, if you think about them in a shadow box, or again, you can put holes in them and hang them from something, then it has a whole different purpose there. So these are just little rulers. But if you put them in the back of a shadow box, like this one right here, that would be the perfect spot for it. This is an old buttercrust. I don't know if y'all have buttercrust where you are. We used to have the bakery right downtown here, and used to go in tours when we were in school and stuff. So anyway, if you cut it up in sections, they make wonderful little backgrounds. This is not old, but I love it. So I think it's going to be great in a shadow box of some kind. These are just 2 towels that I picked up. I never pass up a snowman because I collect them. And then this just is a dish towel here, just for my own use. Also for assemblage and shadow boxing, you find these ornaments a lot, or you find a snow globe. And if I don't leave it like this, sorry, I'm trying to the camera. If I don't leave it like this, then I normally will take the insides out and use them in a shadow box. This one's really pretty though, just like it is. So I'm not sure just yet. Here, this is just a leg, which is perfect for assemblage work. Little turtle, I already showed you that. So this is just some vintage. I remember my mom had this little container here with these little straight pins in it. So pick that up. These are just sewing machine parts, and I'm sure I'm not going to use them, but I am going to use them like in a shadow box or assemblage and make something like that out of it. These are marbles. I'm a marble fanatic, so I never pass up marbles. So that probably weighed a little bit. Also, my little tomato here with pins in it already. Some things you just grab and pick up, and when you're there in the bins and it's hurried and you know you're just wrestling for your stuff, then just pick up things that sound like a good idea at the time. So I mean, I just like the little tomatoes. I have a little silver sugar. It doesn't have a top, so I wanted to put a tomato on it, so I thought that would be good for that. This is just Christmas bells. I never pass up a Christmas bell. This is an old biscuit cutter or donut cutter. So I have shelving in my kitchen that I have display on top, and I put all the old kitchenware and things like that up there. So this one's probably older because it's sturdier, but it may get painted. You can hang towels from them or just set them up there. If you watch Julie's Signs and Designs, she uses these a lot, and she paints them, and then she puts little flowers down in the holes and makes wall hangings. So that's really cute idea for those. The little bird, I have one already, so I just picked it up so I could just add it to my collection. This, you can see in the video, I found canvas, and so there ended up being 1, 2, 3, 5 canvases. They're light, they didn't weigh anything. So I picked those up. So that, I think that was a good find. This, of all things, I found, and I have one for Rolodex cards, but I don't have a mini. And I haven't done the minis, but I can't wait. Aaliyah sent me some mini cards in some Happy Mail, and I'm so sorry. So I can't wait to try the minis out. I haven't even finished my other ones, but here I am. So this is like the 3rd or 4th Rolodex that I owned, but this is my first mini, so I can't wait to use that. So let me show you. I picked up this belt, and not because I need this belt, other than it's a nice one, but it can be used to wrap around your junk journals and use them for closures. So you could, not the whole belt, but you could cut the section that you need and wrap it around there. The rest of it you could either use for a second journal, or you can cut these pieces and add them inside your journal just for embellishment. So belts are always a quick and easy way to have a closure. And once you trim it, sorry, I know I'm really close, then there you go. You have that already to wrap around there. So always look at belts whenever you're out and about. They have some really cute ones that people just get rid of, and so you can use them on your junk journals. Here, of course, are doilies. I'm going to back up a little bit without trying to make everybody dizzy. 2 doilies here, and of course, if you wrap those around your junk journal like that, that's a beautiful embellishment. This is, or cover. This small one is so cute. I think that it would be so pretty in any project. So wherever you would use a doily, that would be so pretty. These are just the wire, like for making flower arrangements, things like that. When you do assemblage or shadow boxing, sometimes you need to tie things together. Even in a junk journal, if you wanted to wind flowers together, that wire is the perfect little thing to have around. Now these, but for junk journaling, if you use this thread, you can sew in your junk journals, make tassels with it. This cloth I love to use, so I always pick it up on the spine if you're of your junk journal. Sorry, I'm trying to rush. If you put this here on your spine, that gives it a little extra sturdiness. So it's perfect for that. So whenever you see this, this is a really great, normally they're inexpensive because somebody's just throwing them out. You'll find them at the thrift store or garage sales. But that's what I do with those. I use that on my spines of my junk journals. So I also think it's interesting because most of these are all pretty old. And I think it's pretty interesting that that thread has been in there for that long. And so this same kind of cross stitch fabric, same thing. I line the inside of my journals with it so that the spine has some sturdiness to it. And then you can make pockets, sew on there. So many projects you could do with that. These, I have no idea, but they look old to me. And has a little clip. So I don't know what they were originally intended for, but that's what I got them. Here's some molds here. And I don't do candy, but if you use resin, you can make your own embellishments using molds like that. Let's go this way a little bit. Get more in the junk journal related. Talking your arm off here. These were a fabulous find. They're flashcards, and they were heavy, so I probably paid up for these, but look at them. So if you're a junk journal fan, then I think they're awesome. They're longer than most, so they're long and skinny instead of the traditional size. So here I found a stack of paper and envelopes, and even the paper has like deckled edges there. So in the bottom of the bins, on one of the tables, I found these. So they can be used in your junk journals. You can actually use this one as a postcard. But in our junk journals, we use envelopes, papers of all kinds, cards, beautiful flowers here. It'd be a really pretty pocket. These are, you know, they have little stories on the back for each print. I thought they were postcards, but how pretty would that be just to add to your junk journal, make pockets out of them, a tuck spot, add them just as a little extras. When we send our junk journals, we always send little extras, so that's perfect. These looks to be some kind of game. I haven't even really read what they are exactly, but they're huge, perfect for like a flashcard. They have a matte finish, and you could use it for pockets, tuck spots, or I like to cover them with paper or lined paper so they can work as a journaling card. But I thought those were a wonderful find. These are coasters, little paper coasters, but look how cute that pattern is. And then this is to put around your ice cream, so it's like a drip protector, but cute, cute pattern. I thought would be really cute in a junk journal for pockets, tuck spots, embellishments, things like that. So that was perfect. Need Reader's Digest, different kinds of books. This one isn't old, it's 2019. Always fun images I can use in either my surreal projects or just to have for your junk journals. So that was a good find, right? So this can be on the front of a journal. And here's a burlap bow. I'm making a journal right now with this color, and I think that's going to be so pretty on the front. Here's a little hair bow that's going to be really cute on a junk journal. So it's just kind of changing your mindset about how you look at things. These hearts here probably were on one of those Dollar Tree signs, but now they can be painted or used like this just on the front of a junk journal. That would be so cute. The same with these burlap leaves. I found a couple, and then I was lucky enough to find the next package. So even if I use them either for fall, but I thought on the front of a junk journal, that would be so cute to have that on there. And maybe throughout your journal, that would be cute. This is just a long macrame, probably I want to say a belt. But I think it would be a wonderful tie for a junk journal. Or if you cut these off, that would be a beautiful dangle on the side of your junk journal. So I think that was a good find. They're doilies. We all know what those are. We use them in our junk journals. I don't see a date on these, but the color is so pretty. American Greetings. I don't see a date, but they've been around a couple of days no matter what. But anyway, really pretty color. So that was a wonderful find. A book that can be used as an art journal, or if you were going to make a junk journal. So the idea was, can I find everything for a junk journal today? Well, I found a journal. I found all the things that I need to put in a journal, to embellish a journal. See, maybe you could cover your journal with that. Sorry. Make that pretty. I have ephemera, I have journaling cards, everything that you would need. I ended up finding tiny beads. I know they have a name for them. I was just praying that this little thing didn't open because they're so tiny. So what you can do with these is fill those little glass jars. I see them now, and they are labeled as, I'm trying to find something white behind it, shower hooks. But They're the same as those hooks that we use to put our journals together. So, and these are, I don't know, I can't see if you can tell what it is, but they have the little design on them. Now, how cute would that be on the side? Now, I also make the little tin lid books that I use these, so I think this would be so pretty. And if you didn't like this color, of course, you could always paint them. But these I also found pretty jade colored. You find these at Michael's or Hobby Lobby to make jewelry with. So I found that. That's beautiful. Those are expensive. So I don't know, at $1.69, I'm not sure. A pound, I'm not sure what I paid for it, but that was a really good find. Jewelry, things like that that you find in the bins. I always dig at the bottom of the table. You can find things like that and use them for dangles on the side of your journals. Now, I found these stickers and I thought, oh, that was a wonderful find, right? Find stickers, because the goal was to go there and find junk journal supplies, and sure enough, I did. So, look how cute these are. I think those are adorable. There's 2 sheets of those. And then these stickers are beautiful. I don't know where they came from, but they are really beautiful. So perfect for junk journals. Then I found washi tape there. I didn't get the washi tape. I put it aside and then I didn't grab it again. But then when I saw the flat back pearls, I thought, oh my gosh, really was a perfect day to find all the right stuff for junk journaling. So if you can find washi tape and flat backs while you're digging around in the bins, it's been a good day. We also collect nutcrackers in this house, but this bag is sturdy. It's not paper. And when you find these bags, they make great junk journal covers. Just fold them over. You could cut it in half and then you can have 2 covers. You already have the handles on here. So when you see things like this, you just want to just think differently that it's not a gift bag. This one was just really pretty, but a journal cover already with the ribbon, some ephemera attached to it. So I like to pick up those bags. When found tissue paper, we all know that we love tissue paper. Not only in our junk journals, but you can stamp on it and add that to your junk journal. Create your own kind of tissue paper like the ones we buy for Tim Holtz, things like that. Use the tissue paper and your stamps and your acrylic paints and create your own tissue to put inside of your junk journals or tags, things like that. This is a large. It's one of those for children, their handwriting tablet. So it's not all there, but really pretty paper, old paper to put in my journal. In the video, there was this. So I showed a lot of storage ideas in the video, and this was one of them. This was just super cute. It's a really heavy canvas bag. And let me tell you, in my video, I talk about always get the canvas bags because not this one necessarily, but there were several other canvas bags that you can use them for your journaling covers. You can cut them up and have them, like if this was canvas, you could fold it over and you could have it for a journal cover. But because we didn't pay that much for it, you can cut it up and have fabric. And that type of fabric for canvas is not always inexpensive. So I always get the canvas bags for not only storage, but to cut up, to have for covers for my journals, to also stamp on, just like this napkin I got here. It looks like a canvas bag, but it's not. It's a cotton material. But I embroidery on these. They're already hemmed, lined. Put my hoop here in the middle. Perfect material for that type of thing. But if it was canvas, and even these, if you cut them or tear them, stamp on them, then you have one-of-a-kind embellishments for your junk journal. So you just rip this in pieces, stamp on it, paint on it, put ink on it, and make your own embellishment or tabs for your junk journals. This is an apron, but I love the material. So the pattern on it. So if I didn't wear it for an apron, here you cut out the pockets. You already have pockets there. You can put in a journal, or this or anything else, you can just tear so that you have this, but as kind of like a ribbon. So that would be pretty to line. If you took one row, you could line a pocket or the edge of your journal. You could put it on the edge of the papers. You could fold it up and make those little ruffles on the side to put on our papers, that type of thing. A million different uses for that. I hear a buckle on here. So that could be a really cute tie on your journal. You could cut it here, glue this inside your paper, wrap this around. So let me show you if you can see. Here is the tablecloth I talked about in the video. It's beautiful. I don't think I'm going to cut it up, but you could. So you could pick this up for probably less than $1.69, but this fabric is gorgeous. So you could also tear that up. That would make a beautiful junk journal cover. It's like having probably a yard or more of fabric for just very little cost and something a little different. Perfect for junk journal covers, or if you sew, there's just a bunch of fabric right here that you can make a bag, a grocery bag, a tote bag, anything can be made out of that. Let me just tell you, in the video, I say I ended up with a lot of fabric, and I truly did. And it looked like somebody was a quilter, but this here, I couldn't pass this up because junk journal covers, right? This is going to be a beautiful cover for a junk journal, or it can be finished, and I could make the pillows or whatever was about to be made out of these. I'm not sure. They were not, it's not like a whole set for a quilt, but anyway, I saw junk journal covers, and I think that would be beautiful for that. This is so pretty. So, you know, this could be finished and put on the table as a, you know, little centerpiece or something like that. But beautiful, beautiful junk journal cover. Right. So, I mean, look at these. These are so pretty. And I'm just kind of a beginner quilter, so I am just fascinated when somebody can put all this work into it, because I'm still just doing big giant squares. So, really pretty. But can you just see that as a junk journal cover? Embellish it, put this doily on it. Oh my gosh, that's just so pretty already. Oh, that makes me anxious to want to go do that. So, fabric. This is probably 2 yards or so of a bright red fabric. This is a more pink type fabric. That's why I think somebody donated their quilting supplies, because these are really pretty patterns. This is at least a yard here. Love this one. And this one. This really pretty green. And this one with the birdhouses. I love it. Beautiful pink color. This is just the white, again, for a million different reasons. Pick this up. It's just stiff, kind of cottony material. I can also embroider on. Another green. Cute, cute red. Let's see if you can see that. This really pretty fall. Some more white. Another red with little stars, maybe for Christmas. This one. Really pretty butterflies. You could even fussy cut those butterflies out. Put some Mod Podge on there, make them stiffer. Put them on your projects. Really pretty green. Let me kind of get through here a little faster. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Cute little chickens. I already want to sit down and make a quilt just because I found all of these. They are so pretty. And then I found some the other day in blue, but this toile, if I'm saying it right, I think it's toile, not damask. I don't know that much about it, but beautiful, beautiful pictures. This is in black and white, and I found one the other day that is blue and white, and it is just to die for. So these are pieces, because it looks like they cut them And this was like the end of a project or something like that. But look at these images. So what do I see first? I see a junk journal cover, and then I see pockets, tags, you name it. This fabric is just beautiful. So pillow for my sofa. Just so many different things that you could make with this. So a beautiful, beautiful junk journal cover, again with the doily on it somewhere. That would be beautiful. So I think that's my haul, except for one thing I'm going to share with you. And let me see if I can walk over here. In the video, I showed that I found some ornaments, and they are beautiful. And when I was finding them, I thought, gosh, there's a lot of these. And I didn't know until the next day after I got home that they were the 12 days of Christmas, and that I actually found all 12. I am still just blown away by that whole idea, because when I was looking for them, I didn't know. I just kept digging, and there was a person there that wanted to dig with me. And I just was like trying to play it cool. Like, I didn't want them to know I was excited, because I didn't want them to start collecting them or gathering them. And anyway, I am just floored that they ended up being the 12 days of Christmas. I don't know anything about them. I think they look old or vintage. I just can't find them. Do you know anything about it? If you leave me a comment below, I'd really like to find where they came from, how old they are. But I am still just shocked at the fact that I dug and dug on a couple of different tables, actually, and he ended up finding all 12 of them. And they are just gorgeous. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this haul. It was really long, but I wanted to show you that's in junk journaling, doing shadow boxes or assemblage, that type of thing. Just seeing something new, somewhere new to get your supplies. So I just wanted to share that. So thank you for your patience while we go through this kind of long video. And hope that you enjoyed it. I think I got some really fun things in here. You guys take care. Go and watch the bins video if you haven't seen that. All right. So you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video.